If you see someone that you know on this slide, perhaps a parent with a new infant or a toddler who likes to grab and break things at the store, a busy 9-to-5 employee who feels quite overworked and doesn't want to order anything but takeout and frozen burritos, or if you're an elder individual who has limited mobility or relies very heavily on friends and family to do errands for them, or if you just really hate the grocery store, if you hate those long lines, hate those crowded parking lots, if this is you, a relative, or a friend, you may greatly benefit from a personal grocery shopping solution. Grocery4Me is that solution, and we service the Holland area, and we shop at any and all Holland area grocery stores. Here's just some market metrics to take a look at. The blue indicates the age range, which might include those new parents or parents with infants or toddlers. The yellow indicates busy working professionals, and the green is where those two might overlap. Either that is the age range, or you might be busy working and have an infant that you need to watch. The pink, magenta, whatever color you want to call that, that is the older demographic. 65 might seem young, but 74 definitely falls into that category if you do have limited mobility or if you rely very heavily on friends and family. Here again is just the same demographics, just broken up by household type. The non-family households definitely include those busy professionals and also the older generation. Right now, our business model is a pricing scheme which is fixed but allows for adjustments depending on anything that our customers need. $15 is the flat fee for any shopping trip, but also we realize that people may not need everything at just one store. So $3 is added to the bill if you'd like us to visit an additional store, just to compensate that associate for the gas money and their time. Any bill over $250 is also feed $5. That's just assuming that that associate has spent more than the average amount of time purchasing your groceries and having to take care of that larger amount of merchandise. Our channels of distribution are the product ordering, which there are 3 channels of product ordering, which is an online order form, email, or via the telephone, and currently I deliver the groceries myself as that means of delivery. Here's just a 3-step process of how our program works. First things first, a customer will order the groceries through the 3 channels that I mentioned previously. Addresses are kept on file, but currently our website is not as secure as we like it to be, so we will collect those addresses over the phone. No need to give any personal information online. Then the associate will shop at the store or multiple stores, and 2 copies of each receipt are printed. Another thing that I did not add here, but if multiple customers need groceries, we can shop for multiple customers at the same time. Upon delivery, payment is expected and received. We do not ask for any credit card information. No monetary information is required. The credit card is processed or the check is written at that point in time. The secret recipe, the secret sauce, or the underlying magic that some of my colleagues have mentioned in their slides, the competition has very generic benefits. Saves you time, saves you money, blah, blah, blah. But what we really want to provide is unique understanding and relationships to each of our customers. Parents will really appreciate someone who comes in, puts away the groceries, and gets out of the way so they can start making dinner for their gang of toddlers. Busy professionals may not yet even know how to cook for themselves yet if they've been ordering takeout or frozen pizzas or those kind of easy meals that they've been eating for so long. Providing them with low ingredient recipes is a service that we can provide specifically to them. Older generations might appreciate that extra 20-30 minutes of conversation, or someone who upon their first visit will go through their cupboards, move things so that they're a little bit easier to reach, throw away bad food, throw away expired food, and all that good stuff. Currently, our marketing strategy includes a lot of customer development, identifying really the need in those customer segments if that's really a prevalent problem. Also, I need to validate a little bit more on those spending habits. If $250 is the average instead of the exception, our pricing scheme might need to adjust. I'm not going to expect to charge people an extra $5 on an average shopping bill. That just doesn't make any sense. Other marketing strategies are that word of mouth. I really, really want to try to promote this. Parents on the playground. I know my mom used to talk to all their other moms when she was waiting for me to play, in elementary school and all that good stuff. Also, the older generation might be at Evergreen Commons, conversing with their friends at different kinds of clubs and events and stuff. People at work, they're talking about their days. They're talking about whatever they do after work and all that kind of stuff. Also, MailChimp is hopefully going to be a viable way of promoting this service, targeting each of those segments specifically through those campaigns. Angie's List is also something in the future that I'd like to be able to use. I see their commercials on TV all the time. I have personally checked it out, and the reviews are just so personable, so wonderful. I'd really like to be promoted on there in a very well way. The competition is currently dominated by WeGoShop.com. They are, quote, the largest nationally expanding full-service personalized grocery shopping and home delivery company in the United States and Canada. Unfortunately, when you click on their little map of where they serve, a lot of those states don't actually work. They're not actually there. Most prevalently, they're not in the Midwest or New England areas, which I am slightly more familiar. Meals on Wheels is also a source of competition, but they run through Evergreen Commons. They typically serve an income demographic of that older generation that we do not. Also, they provide fully cooked meals where we provide them the resources to create meals themselves. The management team so far just includes myself. I am the current single salesperson and manager of Grocery4Me, but in the future I would like to add associates, especially those delivery personnel. I cannot handle all of those orders on my own. The 3 magenta boxes include the 3 positions that I would need additional associates or a partner perhaps. The most prevalent is the website maintenance. I could do it myself. I probably will start to do it myself, but if I want it to be professionally functioning, having that secure component to it, I need someone to really help me develop that and give it a professional look. Also, a client coordinator will be very, very helpful in coordinating those customer shopping trips, coordinating multiple shopping trips, and keeping track of the rest of the delivery personnel. A financial manager is also someone that I will need to work the books and create the paychecks and all those things. Again, expansion calls for hiring employees, and that's what I need to do. Here are some financial projections. This is my investor pitch. This is very, very small, so I will skip ahead to the next slide. This is for 2012 and 2013. Nothing different, just zoomed in. As you can see, at the very, very top is the number of customers that I would hope to have at year end. The number of trips is based on the assumption that each of those customers will need 1 shopping trip a week. That is the week's bulk of shopping to be done during that week. Again, in 2013, if we have 60 customers at that year end, that is an average of almost 2,000 shopping trips. Not a huge handful of customers, but that's a lot of shopping trips that we'd be able to provide. Skipping ahead to 2016, if I am servicing 180 customers, that's assuming that we've spread maybe into Zeeland or latched onto that busy professional market in Grand Rapids, we have a gross profit of $138,000. That's a pretty healthy yet very conservative number, taking into account that the only cost of goods sold purchased are the groceries. At the very, very bottom in the green column or the green row, we have a net profit of $86,000. That is serving 180 customers, and that is taking into account if I am paying indeed support staff, delivery personnel, and all those wonderful things. The reimbursement for gas, all those things. Just some status and milestones. Stage 1 is laying the groundwork. That's where I'm at right now. Completion of the website and the email campaign at a professionally functioning and very secure level to be able to handle those addresses and other personal information securely. Other startup costs include a prepaid phone and those minutes that come with it to be able to answer phone calls, and also a uniform. I'd like to get a shirt printed. Cody, where are you? Looking at you. To be able to wear at the store, to be able to say, oh, what's that? Oh, I'm shopping for someone's groceries. But then that's about $130 that I have personally funded. I've also taken into account that a lot of the online programs that I've been using have free trials, so I tried to kind of show that I've paid that, but not really. But anyways, the first stage expansion, I know it's stage 2, but it's first stage expansion. It's expanding the business beyond more than just me. It's adding an employee, it's adding a partner, someone to really develop that website, get me that security that I need. And our last presence, again, this is an investor pitch, so I do have a monetary number here. Stage 3 is solidifying our presence. I'm purchasing the rights to Grocery4Me.com. This was a pivot from, or an addition to another project that I was working on this summer. I did add this project later, so I kind of ran out of time to get Grocery4Me.com, but luckily it is owned by someone who's just holding on to it to be able to make money off of it. So that will cost a little bit of money. Purchasing accounting software for either myself or that financial manager, maybe $300 to $400. legal fees incurred while trying to apply for any kind of business status or try to establish some things like that. Don't really have a number on that, but also website upgrades, creating that secure platform and just getting things redesigned and such. So that's about $1,500 that will be needed. Again, this is an investor pitch, not for you guys at all. But that is my presentation. Thank you so much for your time.